The black Range Rover glided through the bustling streets of London's West End, its tinted windows offering glimpses of the royal couple inside. Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, adjusted her elegant black and white Roland Murray dress one final time as the vehicle approached Leicester Square. The fabric hugged her figure perfectly, its monochrome design striking yet appropriate for the evening's festivities. Beside her, Prince William straightened his crisp navy blazer, his fingers drumming lightly against his knee in a rare display of nervous energy. Outside, the crowds had been gathering since early afternoon. Barriers lined the red carpet approach to the Odeon Lux Leicester Square, where hundreds of excited fans pressed against the metal railings, their phones ready to capture every moment. The atmosphere crackled with anticipation as royal protection officers conducted final security sweeps of the area. Camera crews from major networks positioned themselves strategically along the carpet, their long lenses trained on the spot where the royal couple would soon emerge. As their vehicle drew closer to the cinema, Catherine peered through the window at the sea of faces. Union Jack flags fluttered in the evening breeze, held aloft by enthusiastic royal watchers who had traveled from across the country for this moment. Many wore military-themed accessories in honor of the Top Gun sequel they were about to premiere, creating an interesting blend of royal pageantry and Hollywood glamour. The car's interior filled with the distant sound of cheering as fans caught sight of the approaching royal convoy. William reached over and gently squeezed his wife's hand, a gesture of solidarity before they stepped into the spotlight. Both had attended countless premieres and red carpet events, but there was something uniquely exciting about this particular evening. The combination of supporting a film celebrating military aviation and honoring the real-life heroes who served made this more than just another royal engagement. Their protection officer's voice crackled through the intercom, confirming that all security protocols were in place and the area was secure for their arrival. The driver began the final approach to the drop-off point, where a small army of photographers waited with cameras poised. Flash bulbs would soon illuminate the square like lightning, capturing every angle of their carefully coordinated entrance. Catherine had spent considerable time selecting her outfit for the evening, knowing that fashion choices at such high-profile events would be scrutinized and celebrated in equal measure. The Roland Murray dress represented a perfect balance of sophistication and contemporary style, its clean lines complementing the formal nature of the occasion while remaining accessible and relatable to the public watching from around the world. William's choice of attire reflected his deep connection to military service, the navy blazer subtly echoing his years as a Royal Air Force search and rescue pilot. His military background made him particularly suited to attend a premiere celebrating aviation heroism, and he looked forward to meeting the cast members who had worked so hard to honor the legacy of the original Top Gun film. As the vehicle finally came to a stop, the sounds from outside grew louder and more distinct. Cheers of William and Kate, mixed with the mechanical whir of camera shutters and the general excitement of the gathered crowd. Royal protection officers positioned themselves around the car's exit point, creating a secure corridor that would guide the couple safely onto the red carpet. The door handle turned, and a protection officer stepped out first, quickly scanning the immediate area before giving the all-clear signal. The moment had arrived for Catherine and William to step into the spotlight and begin their journey down the red carpet. The evening's carefully choreographed schedule would unfold over the next several hours. But first, they needed to navigate the initial wave of photographer attention and fan enthusiasm that always accompanied their public appearances. Catherine took a deep breath, her training in royal protocol automatically taking over as she prepared to exit the vehicle with the grace and poise expected of a future queen. William checked his watch one final time, knowing that their punctual arrival would be noted and appreciated by the event organizers who had worked tirelessly to coordinate this prestigious premiere. The protection officer extended his hand toward the open door, and Catherine prepared to step onto the red carpet that would carry them into an evening of military celebration, Hollywood glamour, and the unique blend of duty and entertainment that characterized modern royal engagements. The crowd's excitement reached fever pitch as they caught their first glimpse of the royal couple, setting the stage for what would become one of the most memorable premiere events of the year. Outside, the red carpet stretched like a crimson river toward the cinema's entrance, lined with photographers whose cameras were already clicking in anticipation. The evening air carried the energy of hundreds of people gathered to witness this intersection of royalty and cinema, creating an atmosphere that was both festive and reverential. As Catherine placed her foot on the carpet, the evening's extraordinary journey officially began. The moment Catherine's heel touched the red carpet, a wave of camera flashes erupted like fireworks across Leicester Square. The photographers, who had been waiting patiently for hours, immediately sprang into action, their professional instincts taking over as they captured frame after frame of the royal couple's elegant entrance. William emerged behind his wife, his confident stride and warm smile instantly recognizable to the cheering crowds pressed against the barriers. Catherine paused gracefully at the designated photo area, her posture perfect as decades of royal training manifested in every gesture. The Roland Mouret dress caught the light beautifully, its sophisticated design photographing even better than anticipated. She angled her body slightly to accommodate the photographers while maintaining eye contact with the excited fans, many of whom were calling her name with genuine affection and enthusiasm. The couple's first stop brought them face to face with Tom Cruise, the film's star and producer, who had been waiting near the entrance to personally greet the royal guests. Cruise, immaculately dressed in a classic black tuxedo, approached with the easy confidence of a Hollywood veteran comfortable with A-list encounters. His genuine smile and respectful bow demonstrated the mutual respect that had developed between the royal family and the entertainment industry over the years. William extended his hand first, engaging Cruise in conversation about the film's dedication to real military aviators and the extensive preparation that had gone into making the sequel authentic and respectful of service members. Catherine joined the discussion, her questions about the film's production revealing genuine interest rather than mere politeness. The three of them formed a natural triangle of conversation, their body language relaxed and engaged as cameras captured every interaction. Miles Teller and Glenn Powell, supporting cast members who had become stars in their own right through the film, waited nearby for their opportunity to meet the royal couple. Both actors had prepared for this moment by researching royal protocol, understanding that their interaction would be watched by millions around the world. When their turn came, they approached with appropriate deference while maintaining the easy charm that had made them popular with audiences. Catherine's conversation with the younger actors revealed her ability to connect across generational lines, asking thoughtful questions about their experiences filming the high-octane aerial sequences. Her genuine curiosity about the technical aspects of their performances demonstrated the thorough briefing she had received before the event, allowing her to engage meaningfully rather than simply exchanging pleasantries. The red carpet itself had been transformed into a military-themed showcase, with subtle decorations honoring both the fictional Top Gun pilots and real aviators who had inspired the film. Royal event coordinators had worked closely with the film's publicity team to create an atmosphere that balanced Hollywood glamour with appropriate recognition of military service, resulting in a setting that felt both celebratory and respectful. John Hamm, another cast member known for his sophisticated screen presence, joined the growing circle of conversation around the royal couple. His easy rapport with both William and Catherine demonstrated the natural chemistry that often develops when confident, accomplished people meet in relaxed circumstances. The actor's questions about the couple's own experiences with aviation struck a particularly resonant chord with William, whose military flying background gave him unique insight into the film's themes. As the group moved slowly along the carpet toward the cinema entrance, photographers continued their careful choreography, capturing both candid moments and posed shots that would appear in publications around the world within hours. The royal couple's media team monitored the flow of images, ensuring that the evening's coverage would reflect positively on both the monarchy and the film being celebrated. Jennifer Connelly, elegant in a flowing evening gown, approached with the grace that had made her an icon across multiple decades of filmmaking. Her conversation with Catherine touched on topics ranging from the film industry's evolution to the challenges of balancing professional and personal responsibilities, creating a moment of genuine connection between two women navigating public life in different spheres. The crowd's energy never wavered throughout these interactions, with fans maintaining their enthusiasm despite the evening's duration. Royal protection officers moved discreetly through the area, their presence felt but not intrusive, allowing the organic flow of conversation and photo opportunities to proceed naturally. Their expertise in managing high-profile events was evident in the seamless coordination that made everything appear effortless. William's military bearing became more pronounced as conversations turned to the film's technical accuracy and its portrayal of fighter pilot culture. His ability to speak knowledgeably about aviation technology and military protocol added depth to what might otherwise have been surface-level celebrity interactions, creating moments of substantive exchange that elevated the entire evening. The red carpet's geometric design created natural staging areas where different groupings could form for photographs, allowing the royal couple to interact with various cast members while maintaining visual interest for the photographers. Each configuration offered different angles and compositions, ensuring that media outlets would have diverse imagery to choose from when covering the event. As they approached the cinema's entrance, the intensity of the photography increased, with every major publication's representatives jockeying for the perfect final shot of the royal couple before they disappeared into the theater. The coordination required to manage this level of media attention while maintaining the event's elegant atmosphere spoke to the professionalism of all involved, from royal handlers to film publicists to venue staff. The evening's success was already evident in the genuine smiles and relaxed body language of everyone involved, from the A-list celebrities to the royal couple themselves, creating an atmosphere of shared celebration that would be remembered long after the final photograph was taken. Inside the opulent lobby of the Odeon Lux Leicester Square, the conversation took on a more intimate tone as William found himself surrounded by cast members eager to discuss the authentic military elements that had been woven throughout the film. The prince's background as a search and rescue helicopter pilot with the Royal Air Force gave him unique credibility when discussing the technical aspects of military aviation, and the actors listened intently as he shared insights from his own flying experiences. Tom Cruise, who had spent months training with real Navy pilots to prepare for his role, was particularly interested in William's perspective on the psychological demands of military flying. The actor's dedication to authenticity had led him to undergo extensive flight training, but hearing from someone who had actually served in operational roles added layers of understanding that no amount of preparation could fully replicate. Their conversation revealed the deep respect both men held for the service members who risked their lives in defense of others. Catherine observed these exchanges with evident pride, watching her husband's natural ability to connect with people through shared experiences and genuine interest in their work. Her own role in the evening had evolved from ceremonial guest to active participant, as she engaged cast members in discussions about the film's broader themes of duty, sacrifice, and the bonds formed between those who serve together in dangerous circumstances. Miles Teller approached William with questions about the transition from military service to civilian life, a topic the prince understood intimately from his own experience leaving active duty to take on full-time royal responsibilities. The actor's portrayal of a pilot struggling with loss and responsibility had required him to explore emotional territories that resonated deeply with anyone who had worn a military uniform, and William's thoughtful responses provided validation for the psychological authenticity Teller had brought to his performance. The lobby's elegant atmosphere provided an ideal backdrop for these meaningful exchanges, with its Art Deco styling and warm lighting creating an environment that felt both grand and intimate. Royal protection officers maintained their discreet presence while allowing the natural flow of conversation to continue, their professional expertise enabling genuine connections to form between the royal couple and the film's creative team. Glenn Powell, whose character embodied the cocky confidence of a young fighter pilot, found himself in conversation with Catherine about the responsibilities that come with representing military culture in popular entertainment. The Duchess's questions revealed her understanding that films like Top Gun carry significant influence in shaping public perception of military service, and her thoughtful engagement with this topic demonstrated the careful consideration the royal family gives to their association with various causes and representations. Jennifer Connelly joined a growing discussion about the families of service members, sharing her research into the experiences of military spouses and children who live with the constant awareness of danger faced by their loved ones. Catherine's own experience as the wife of a military pilot gave her unique insight into this aspect of service life, and her willingness to share personal observations created moments of genuine connection that transcended the typical celebrity-royalty interaction. John Hamm's questions about William's search and rescue work reveal the actor's genuine curiosity about the daily realities of military service beyond the glamorous portrayals often seen in entertainment. The prince's descriptions of challenging rescue missions and the teamwork required in life-or-death situations provided the kind of authentic detail that actors treasure when developing their characters, creating an exchange that benefited both parties through shared understanding. The film's director, Joseph Kosinski, approached the group with visible excitement about having military expertise available to validate the creative choices made throughout production. His questions about the accuracy of flying sequences and the authenticity of pilot culture demonstrated the serious commitment to realism that had driven the film's development, and Williams' positive feedback on these elements provided professional validation for the entire creative team. As conversations continued, it became clear that the evening represented more than just a typical premiere event. The intersection of real military experience with Hollywood's attempt to honor that service had created an environment where meaningful dialogue could flourish, elevated by the royal couple's genuine engagement with both the entertainment industry and the military themes being celebrated. Catherine's questions about the physical demands of filming aerial sequences revealed her practical understanding of the challenges faced by performers, while her interest in the emotional preparation required for portraying military characters demonstrated her appreciation for the craft of acting. Her ability to engage with technical aspects while maintaining focus on human elements created conversations that were both substantive and personally meaningful. The lobby gradually filled with other distinguished guests, including real military personnel who had been invited to honor the film's commitment to authenticity. Williams' interactions with these active duty and veteran service members created some of the evening's most powerful moments, as shared experiences of military life created immediate bonds that transcended rank and protocol. Royal staff members coordinated discreetly with film publicists to ensure that these meaningful interactions had adequate time to develop naturally, understanding that the evening's success would be measured not just by photographic coverage, but by the genuine connections being formed between the royal couple and everyone involved in creating and promoting the film. The prince's obvious enjoyment of these technical and professional discussions was matched by Catherine's evident pleasure in witnessing her husband's expertise being appreciated and valued by accomplished professionals from another field entirely. Their partnership in navigating the evening's social and ceremonial demands demonstrated the teamwork that had become a hallmark of their public appearances together. As the time approached for the screening to begin, the energy in the lobby shifted toward anticipation for the film itself, but the connections formed during these preliminary conversations had already established the evening as a success that would be remembered for its authentic human moments rather than just its ceremonial significance. The royal couple's entrance into the main auditorium created a subtle stir among the assembled guests, who rose respectfully as William and Catherine made their way to the reserved seating area in the front section of the theater. The Odeon Luxe's premium seating had been arranged to provide optimal viewing while maintaining appropriate protocol for the evening's distinguished attendees, with royal protection officers taking discreet positions that ensured security without interfering with other guests' enjoyment of the film. Catherine settled into her seat with practiced elegance, her Roland Mouret dress arranged carefully to maintain its sophisticated silhouette throughout the screening. The theater's lighting dimmed gradually, creating an atmosphere of anticipation that was heightened by the awareness that this premiere marked the long-awaited return of one of cinema's most beloved franchises after more than 3 decades. Williams' body language revealed genuine excitement as the opening credits began to roll, his military background making him particularly eager to see how the film would handle the technical aspects of modern fighter aircraft and contemporary military culture. His experience with high-performance aircraft gave him a unique perspective on the aerial sequences that would soon fill the massive screen, and his anticipation was evident in his focused attention as the story began to unfold. The film's opening sequence, featuring Tom Cruise's iconic character in a test flight scenario, immediately captured the attention of everyone in the theater. The thunderous sound system and crystal-clear projection created an immersive experience that transported the audience directly into the cockpit alongside the characters, and the royal couple's obvious engagement with the action set a tone of genuine enjoyment that rippled throughout the auditorium. As the story progressed and introduced the new generation of Top Gun pilots, Catherine found herself drawn into the character development and emotional themes that balanced the film's spectacular action sequences. Her occasional glances toward William during particularly intense flying scenes revealed her awareness of his professional perspective on the aviation elements, while her own engagement with the human drama demonstrated her appreciation for storytelling that combined entertainment with deeper themes of duty and sacrifice. The film's portrayal of military culture and the bonds between service members resonated powerfully with William, whose own experiences in uniform had given him first-hand knowledge of the camaraderie and professional dedication depicted on screen. His subtle reactions to particularly authentic moments of military life suggested that the filmmakers had successfully captured elements of service that are often missed or misrepresented in popular entertainment. During quieter character moments, Catherine's attention focused on the performances and the emotional dynamics between characters, her appreciation for the craft of acting evident in her careful observation of how the cast brought depth and nuance to roles that could easily have become one-dimensional stereotypes. Her engagement with these subtler aspects of the film demonstrated her understanding that successful entertainment requires both spectacular visuals and genuine human connection. The aerial sequences that had become the franchise's signature drew gasps of amazement from throughout the auditorium, but Williams' reactions carried the added weight of professional assessment. His obvious appreciation for the technical accuracy and realistic portrayal of military aviation validated the extensive efforts made by the production team to ensure authenticity, while his genuine enjoyment of the spectacular visuals confirmed that entertainment value had not been sacrificed in pursuit of realism. Jennifer Connelly's performance as a character balancing professional responsibilities with personal relationships struck a particular chord with Catherine, whose own experience navigating public duty while maintaining family life gave her insight into the challenges portrayed on screen. The Duchess's engagement with these themes revealed her ability to connect personally with universal experiences, even within the rarefied context of royal life. As the film built toward its climactic mission sequence, the tension in the theater became palpable, with audience members leaning forward in their seats as the stakes escalated for the characters they had come to care about over the course of the story. Williams' military training allowed him to follow the tactical elements of the mission with professional understanding, while Catherine's emotional investment in the characters' fates reflected the film's success in creating genuine dramatic tension. The sound design and visual effects reached their peak during the final aerial sequences, creating an overwhelming sensory experience that left the entire audience breathless with excitement. The royal couple's obvious enjoyment of these spectacular moments, combined with their appreciation for the emotional stakes driving the action, demonstrated that the film had successfully achieved its ambitious goals of honoring the original while creating something entirely new. Tom Cruise's performance throughout the film earned subtle nods of appreciation from both William and Catherine, their recognition of his commitment to authenticity and physical preparation evident in their engaged attention to his scenes. The actor's dedication to performing his own flying sequences added a layer of realism that professional military personnel and discerning audience members alike could appreciate and respect. As supporting characters faced their individual challenges and triumphs, the royal couple's reactions revealed their investment in the ensemble cast's collective success. Miles Teller's emotional journey, Glenn Powell's character development, and the entire team's evolution from individual pilots to a cohesive unit reflected themes of leadership and teamwork that resonated strongly with Williams' own military experience and leadership philosophy. The film's resolution, which balanced spectacular action with emotional satisfaction, left the audience energized and moved in equal measure. As the credits began to roll and the lights gradually returned, spontaneous applause erupted throughout the theater, with the royal couple joining enthusiastically in the appreciation being shown for a film that had clearly exceeded expectations and delivered on its promises of honoring both entertainment traditions and military service. As the credits finished rolling and the theater lights came up, the atmosphere in the auditorium was electric with appreciation and excitement. Spontaneous conversations erupted throughout the venue as guests processed what they had just experienced, with many commenting on the film's successful balance of spectacular entertainment and genuine respect for military service. William and Catherine remained in their seats for a moment, allowing the initial rush of departing guests to clear while they shared their own immediate impressions of the film. The royal couple's emergence from the main auditorium into the theater's elegant lobby marked the beginning of the evening's reception phase, where they would have the opportunity to offer their congratulations directly to the cast and crew members who had created such an impressive cinematic experience. Tom Cruise was among the first to approach them, his face beaming with the satisfaction of someone who had poured years of effort into a project that had clearly succeeded in its ambitious goals. Williams' praise for the film's technical accuracy and authentic portrayal of military aviation carried particular weight coming from someone with actual fighter pilot experience, and Cruise's obvious pleasure at receiving this professional validation demonstrated how much the production team had valued getting these elements right. Catherine's compliments on the emotional depth and character development revealed her appreciation for the craft elements that had elevated the film beyond mere spectacle into genuinely engaging storytelling. Miles Teller joined the conversation with visible relief and excitement, his nervousness about stepping into such an iconic franchise clearly resolved by the positive reception his performance had received. His questions to William about the authenticity of the emotional aspects of military service revealed the young actor's commitment to honoring the real experiences of service members, while his gratitude for Catherine's observations about his character's journey demonstrated his respect for thoughtful criticism from discerning viewers. Glenn Powell's approach to the royal couple was characterized by the same confident charm that had made his character so memorable on screen, but his genuine humility about the opportunity to be part of such a significant project revealed the professionalism that had earned him his place in the ensemble cast. His conversation with Catherine about the challenges of portraying military culture for civilian audiences showed his awareness of the responsibility that comes with representing service members in popular entertainment. Jennifer Connelly's discussion with the royal couple focused on the film's exploration of how military service affects not just those who wear the uniform, but also their families and loved ones. Catherine's thoughtful questions about balancing professional demands with personal relationships created a moment of genuine connection between two women who understand the complexities of public life, while Williams' appreciation for the realistic portrayal of military family dynamics reflected his own experience with these challenges. The reception area had been arranged to facilitate these kinds of meaningful interactions, with comfortable seating areas and elegant lighting that encouraged conversation while maintaining the sophisticated atmosphere appropriate for such a distinguished gathering. Royal protection officers maintained their discreet presence throughout the space, their expertise allowing the social dynamics to flow naturally while ensuring everyone's security and comfort. Director Joseph Kosinski approached with obvious satisfaction about the evening's success. His questions to William about specific technical elements of the flying sequences revealing the meticulous attention to detail that had characterized the entire production process. Catherine's interest in the creative decision-making process and the challenges of directing such complex action sequences demonstrated her appreciation for the collaborative nature of filmmaking at the highest level. John Hamm's conversation with the royal couple touched on broader themes about the relationship between entertainment and military culture, with all three participants sharing thoughtful observations about the responsibility that comes with portraying service members in popular media. The actor's questions about William's own transition from active military service to royal duties created an unexpectedly personal moment that revealed common ground between their very different careers. As the evening progressed, the conversations became increasingly relaxed and personal, with the formal atmosphere of the premiere giving way to genuine connections between people who had discovered shared interests and mutual respect. The royal couple's ability to engage meaningfully with accomplished professionals from the entertainment industry created an atmosphere of celebration that extended far beyond mere ceremonial obligation. Real military personnel who had attended the screening as honored guests found themselves drawn into conversations with both the royal couple and the cast members, creating powerful moments where fiction and reality intersected in ways that honored the authentic experiences being portrayed on screen. These interactions provided validation for the film's commitment to accuracy while offering the actors additional insights into the culture they had worked so hard to represent faithfully. Catherine's observations about the film's appeal to audiences beyond traditional action movie fans sparked discussions about the universal themes of duty, sacrifice, and personal growth that had given the story its emotional resonance. Her ability to articulate these broader meanings while appreciating the technical achievements demonstrated the thoughtful preparation she brings to all her public engagements. As the formal reception began to wind down, William and Catherine prepared for their departure with the same grace and attention to protocol that had characterized their entire evening. Their genuine enjoyment of the film and their obvious pleasure in meeting the cast and crew had created exactly the kind of positive association between the monarchy and popular culture that benefits both institutions. The royal couple's final conversations with Tom Cruise and the principal cast members were marked by warmth and mutual respect, with promises to follow the film's success and continued appreciation for the opportunity to celebrate both entertainment excellence and military service in such a meaningful way. Their departure from the theater was accompanied by the same enthusiasm from gathered fans that had greeted their arrival, but now with the added satisfaction of an evening that had clearly exceeded everyone's expectations. As their vehicle pulled away from Leicester Square, William and Catherine reflected on an evening that had successfully combined royal duty with genuine personal enjoyment, creating memories that would last long after the media coverage faded and establishing connections with accomplished professionals who shared their commitment to excellence in their respective fields.